watching The Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time.
Welcome to The Sports Spin, your weekly dose of sports action presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Mark Mason, John Nurden, we watch the games, we call the games. Now we're going to spin the games.
Today on The Sports Spin, we have an all Duchesne monster replays and take a look back on their big semifinal win. But first, it's time for the week rewind. So, Mark, we're going to take a look here at Duchesne's game against Milford, but as they got down there and they get a state championship, you know, little 1A schools show up to Weber State.
Oh,
we're going to take a little look at what they got to see.
They set a goal, get to this game, and giving you guys a fight and having a chance to win in the fourth quarter. It's up to you guys to make those plays. You yell, let's go.
Yeah, Mark, so if you're a kid sitting in that tent, getting ready for a game at Weber State, the heart's a-thumping, the guts are rumbling, and it's time for the game.
Oh, man, you know, it's such a beautiful facility. First-class treatment by the folks at Weber State, and Duchesne goes down there, and they have a game against Milford, and anything can happen. It's a semifinal game, and bam! They laid the beat down on Milford, and let's get right into the highlight package. And it was all Duchesne right off the bat. Coming off the cut is Polson. He goes right, he goes left, and he just beats everyone to the end zone line. And then why not? It worked again, so let's give it to him from 12 yards out. And that's an offensive line touchdown right there. Nobody touched Polson. Look at this. Mortensen steps up, picks off the pass, and he's looking forward. He's thinking touchdown, and he gets caught at about the 25-yard line, brought down to the 21. And then back to pass, you see Spencer. He just flings it up. And it's
just a perfect throw. I mean, he puts that right where it needs to, on a dime, Mark.
Yeah, it's Chad Lewis, and Chad's so tall, he throws it up to the highest spot. And Skews, he could have a highlight reel all to his own. But again, until the very end, it's offensive line blocking. He didn't get touched till he was in the third layer of the defense. Look at that one, John.
That's an unbelievable catch, Mark.
Yeah, Mortensen, and he would have been good in the pros. He toe tapped as he's going out of bounds with the second foot.
Just touched.
So, and then you see here just another beautiful, and that's Ford the freshman.
And this last one that you see there on the screen, another interception. I mean, they don't stop. They're just interception, touchdowns. I mean, it's just a nonstop offensive, defensive.
Yeah, and the last one rolling on the screen, it's right towards the end of the game. You know, Milford's driving, the shutout's on the line. And don't you think that Duchesne in the huddles before that offensive series has said, don't give up the shutout.
Don't give up the shutout.
I mean, that's an important deal, and they did. They held him at goal line stand. There's an interception, and you know, so it's offensive line, it's the defense, it's offensive players, it's freshmen, it's seniors. I mean, everybody's contributing.
Duchesne has a tradition. They always have a great football team, and so they've had that opportunity to sit in the tent as younger players and look forward to some of these playoff games, which puts them a little bit ahead of some of the other teams they've played. This week coming up, they got Kanab. Another team who's had some of that opportunity. A team that beat them earlier this year. Yeah. A team that is going to give them a little different game. But Mark, they're going to win, aren't they?
We're going to get.
You got to play the game, right?
We're going to get that the calls a week in Kanab. They're playing that game at SUU, and so it's much
almost
shorter.
a home game for Kanab. Actually,
it's the Eagles have to go very far for that game, and Kanab has to go out to Walmart. The typical trip to Walmart, you know. So anyway. That's the week rewind. Hey, and when you're the only team left in the playoffs, you get the whole thing to yourself. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Can we go with that?
Yeah.
So we're going to look ahead, but let's take a look now at the L&L Monster Replays. Well, John, here on the L&L Monster Replays, it's going to be all Duchesne again.
So the only way it can be all Duchesne is they had to win last week, and he did. So with 67% of the vote, the ankle breaker. What a great play, the ankle breaker.
Yeah, and Skews, you're going to see here, he drops back to pass, sees nothing, comes inside, and he drops 10 and 4 with he puts down 2 or 3 players with a little left fake, and then my favorite part, clock's running out, and he's like, nah, I'm going to go contact somebody. So they had to spike the ball. Pretty funny. I was at that game. So Skews wins with 67% of the vote. What happens when he has to go against himself?
Well, that's a good chance he's going to win. He's got 66% chance to win this week since he's 2 of the plays.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. It's called Skewering the Defense, and you're going to see him. You know what? We should give this one to the offensive line instead of Skews because he didn't get touched until right here, and he had to high step out of it at the 15-yard line. You know, hey, Skews, that was a fast running, it was good moving, but that was great blocking.
Well done. Well done, O-line. And, you know, the O-line and the defensive line don't often get very many accolades. You know, it's not like we go, hey, look at the O-line, how well they did.
Yeah.
But oftentimes these big plays are because the line, and Duchesne knows how to bring a good offensive line.
So we got now, we've got ankle breaker, now skewering the defense, and let's go to the catch, and the catch was, it was a great play. I mean, first of all, the throw,
about this one.
Look at the throw. It's high, and it's the back line of the end zone, but more importantly, did you see Mortensen? He goes up and gets it at the highest point, lands on one foot, but it would have been good in the pros. He tapped his other foot on the way out of bounds.
It's an incredible catch, and the toe tap, it's well beyond his years.
Yeah, most of the time you're just
Both
trying to get
catch
that.
if you're catching me.
So, all right, so what do we have? We have ankle breaker, skewering the defense, and the catch. So make sure to follow us on Twitter at The Sports Spin and VTV6 on Facebook. That's where you can vote for your favorite L&L Monster Replay. We'll be right back.
Vote.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
We're back on the Sports Spin presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Now it's time for the spin cycle. And here on the spin cycle, we're going to kick off an all-hockey interview day. We've got Mike Williams, trustee of Uintah High School. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for being here, Mike. What does it mean to be the trustee?
Well, my job is pretty much to make sure that the team has everything they need. We need coaches, players, the money, all of it.
So, facilities, games. Do you schedule the games? Do you?
Actually,
You're in charge of someone who does that.
No. Actually, we have somebody here in town that does all the scheduling for our rink.
Okay.
But there is we're part of a bigger organization, all of the Utah High School Hockey organization, and so we have a scheduler that does all of the scheduling
so
for
the games
all of
get
the
scheduled for the
entire
state-sanctioned games.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
Sweet. Now, hockey, was it 2 years ago, national champs?
Yes, we were.
And so, I mean, this is a team and a program that really has visibility, throughout the state and maybe throughout the country. What is it about Uintah and the hockey program specifically that allows you guys to be successful on such a big stage?
It's volunteers from the parents. It really is all the support that we get from the parents. Just like me, there's a lot of parents who started off not knowing what hockey was. And so they jump into it, they learn the rules, they start skating, and before long, we've got a really good program here in the Uintah Basin.
So what makes it so good here? A lot of teams and clubs out there on the Wasatch Front have that same good quality, and I think a lot of people don't recognize that we have all the same challenges that they have, plus our challenges, and yet we won a state championship, not like other sports. It wasn't 3A or 2A or 5A, it was every A. And so what is it that does make us able to compete on that level here different than elsewhere? Because everyone has parents and everyone has good volunteers, but what are we doing different?
We have the best parents.
Okay, best parents, got that.
No, I think so much of it comes down to the fact that we do have more challenges, and we've got to be able to overcome those challenges.
So the challenges are helping us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I love addressing it that way.
Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. How's the season going this year, especially from the viewpoint of having 2 kids on the team?
Oh, I love it. And the fact that I have 1 kid in Terra and 1 at the high school, because of that situation, we had to become an independent team, which basically means we can have more schools involved in the program. So it's a hockey club, and so we can have everybody really in the whole Uintah Basin that would be interested in hockey playing hockey.
So hockey's gone through a few coaches over the last few years. Jared McCackney's at the helm now. How has that been? Is the program going to grow now? It kind of dwindled down a little and got a little rough after the championship.
Sure.
Where do we stand, and how's the future look?
Well, like anything, after a championship, it's hard to want to
rebuild
get everything back together. But Jared's been fantastic in calling kids back and inviting them back, and we have 33 kids rostered right now, which is more than we've had in years.
Okay,
so
very good.
Yeah, really rebuilding the program.
One of the things that really impresses me about the hockey program is you have, is it 3 or 4 females that play for the team?
We actually have 5.
5,
Yep.
excuse me, so 5. It's just a unique concept, and it really is. If you're talented, we put you out there. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
So how does that come about, and how does the team build around that, and what's the effects there?
One thing that's really good is we have an all-girls program before they come and play with the other programs. And so it's non-checking, it's just for girls only. I would invite anybody that's interested in doing that to go check that out, because it's just a really friendly environment to be able to get started.
Ballet hockey?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Teaching the skills.
I don't want to. I know I got a couple of soccer players here, so I don't want to get into that. But
a lot of the girls that play soccer play hockey as well.
Yes, it's a great transition.
It does. And another kid, Jackson Woodward. I don't know if he's playing now, but he played in the past. He came and played soccer and knew the game.
Yep.
And it's because he was so good at hockey, and I do think they cross over real well.
Yeah, and a kid like him, he's super athletic, and he has come back, and so
good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have great programs, great parents volunteering on the teams. Mike, thanks so much for joining us here on the Spin Cycle. We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be, because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Welcome back. It's time for the calls of the week. All right, Mark, here we go. So last week, let's talk a little bit about last week. So last week, You tied it up, made it 3-3, right?
No, it's kind of funny because you admitted it, even on the show that it was like 4-2 or 5-2. I'm not sure
so
which.
Let's go with 4-2.
4-2.
You're up 4-2.
Right.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
This week we have a new look. So Mark, Milford versus Duchesne.
Yeah, we both called winner on this one.
Yeah, that wasn't easy.
I had to set the bar somewhere. I put 14 points.
You made it too easy for me.
And so you just jumped on top of that.
Yeah,
that was a great Price is Right moment.
Thank you.
14 and 1 cent, and he went over. And sure enough, hey, I'll gladly lose if the Eagles beat down Milford by 47 points. I'll lose that
That's
one.
a great lose. Thanks for giving me that.
So that's
Good
a win
courtesy.
for me.
Good courtesy.
That's a
win.
A lose is a win for me.
Oh,
okay, go ahead.
So what do we have next? Well, let's skip over the middle one and go to Denver versus Oakland.
Yeah.
I want this not really home team, but by far the closest team to us. So they're really our home team. I go for Denver. I like Denver. I won some tickets to a Denver game this year in a golf tournament drawing, a little raffle drawing.
You're feeling good about yourself.
I like Denver.
You're trying to make everyone feel bad that you went to a Denver game?
I haven't been yet. No, I haven't been yet.
Okay.
I might take you if you're nicer to me.
All right. John's the best. John's the best.
I hate Oakland.
Yeah.
You picked Oakland, I picked Denver. Who won?
Yeah, Oakland, and it was pretty obvious.
Say that really quick, come on.
Well, they have a rookie I guess it's his second-year quarterback. It's his first games. He's looked shaky in his last 2 starts. They barely squoze past Houston, 21-20, and I could see it coming. They're going to the black hole. Derek Carr has found his strides, and it was
so for last week, 1 for Mark, 1 for John.
Well, wait a minute. What happened on the third one?
Well, I think everyone's pretty happy around here that I won this one.
If you read the energy policies between the 2 presidential candidates, it was no doubt who you needed to vote for. And your guy won. Who was it?
Dr. Trump.
Dr. Donald Trump. Quack, 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 quack. It's like Donald Duck, right? I mean, that guy, I got to get a hairpiece as good as his. Because, look at this bald head. It needs a nice hairpiece.
I'll bring you one next week. Don't let me forget.
We're going to put on a Donald Trump hairpiece. So, even that one, even though I lost, it was a win for me. So that's 3 wins for me. I swept again. It's now 5-2.
I'm 3-2.
Moving on.
4-3 for Mark. We'll let you have an over-the-top win for 1 more week. And now we are moving on. Okay, here we go.
Don't forget to
this week
undefeated in the.
Because your wife votes.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait a minute, your wife didn't vote. I called and asked her, and she said you're voting for yourself again.
That's okay. Wife,
Off of
face
her
so ugly,
Facebook
not
page.
even his wife will vote.
Kanab
for
versus Duchesne, Mark. That's our first call. I'm going with Duchesne.
In the state championship, I
got Duchesne.
I have to take Duchesne. You can't have Duchesne just because you introduced it. So set the bar. I set the bar last time.
You want me to set the bar? 10 points.
10 points is the
winning.
They will win by 10 points.
Yeah.
9.5. I'm underneath it. They
so
lost
all I have to do is win by 10? Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. Mark's the under, I'm the over. 10 points.
All right, 10 points over under. I'm going under. It's 2 state championship caliber teams.
Oh no, it is. I'll struggle to win.
And
but
usually what happens?
It'll be 2 touchdowns up minus an extra point. It'll be 13.
And you know what'll happen is it's just 2 prize fighters slugging at each other, just taking shots. I think it's one of those games. Who has the ball last?
Well, and that's why you went under 10. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Look at how good Duchesne's playing. They're on a roll. Did you not watch the week rewind? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Milford.
Moving to the next one. BYU versus SUU.
What is BYU doing? This is what independence brings you? I didn't even know SUU was a college team. I thought it was like a high school team.
So mean.
I don't know.
So now what if they lose?
If you're a Cougar fan,
who are you going for?
Fan, are you excited? What's the upside? What if you lose to SUU?
Exactly. No.
Where's the upside? You beat them? Good job.
That's a little bit like Duchesne playing Union basketball a couple years ago and Duchesne winning.
Right. What's the upside?
No
here?
upside for Union in that.
What's the call?
Okay, who you got?
BYU's going to win.
Okay.
They're going to win by 20 points.
By 20?
Yeah, what do you
I'll
got?
go under.
Okay, you're under on the 20. Okay, so BYU, SUU, BYU's at home. You have Division I talent and you don't. And usually it's a blowout. And this is just one of those cupcake scheduling
games. Am I giving you this one?
Yeah, you gave it to me. Too late. Card laid is card played. Moving on. Hey, let's go to hockey. Why not? It's hockey season, and we're going to have some hockey love on the show here in a minute. So we're going to have Uintah versus Skyline. Who you got?
Uintah.
Yeah. Skyline hasn't won this year. Yeah, so, I mean, Skyline is usually better than this. They have scored 0 points. 0 points, you know, and Uintah's doing really well. They're right there about 5th in overall. And while John's choking on that, let me set the bar for this. How many points do they beat them by?
Give it to me.
I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna say? 4?
You're gonna go 4?
4. They're gonna score
what?
4 goals, and the Skyline's gonna score none, because that's what's happened all season. Let's go with
So
that.
I'll go over 4.
Okay. All right.
go over.
All right. He's over for John. So that's it.
So
for
Mark
the,
picked exactly 4, and I picked over.
Yeah.
So if they get less, I win too. So that's a great one for me.
Yeah.
Well done, Mark. Thank you very much.
You're over. I'm under. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Amanda Hartman. I'm the new Director of Nursing here at the Villa. Here at the Villa, it's far more than a nurse-patient relationship. You truly are like a family. We have a community here, we have neighborhoods within our community, and we create lasting relationships that mirror that of our own families.
We're kind of just one big family because we're their sole providers, and we spend a lot of time with each and every resident. Even our rehab patients are here for months at a time, so we really create a family-like environment with them also.
Welcome back to the Sports Spin. It's time for the Fast Dash.
Oh, that was very subdued. Hey, John, you know what's better than having one Williams on the Fast Dash?
Having 2. Mark.
Having 2. Emma and Dylan Williams from Uintah Hockey here with us today. And let's, maybe we should just kick Dylan off, because Emma, as a girl, plays on the JV team. I think that's pretty amazing. Are you the only one?
No, there's 3 others.
3 others. Name another sport in this school that does that. None. And they compete too. How many boys have you checked against the boards?
For practice, I have to check quite a few, so.
Yeah, so it's a common
All
thing.
of them. Pretty much all of them.
Now we're gonna let Dylan stay. I mean, anyone with hair that cool, they can stick around. So, all right, guys, this is what we do on the Fast Dash. We're gonna put a minute up on the clock. We're gonna throw some questions at you. Both of you answer the question. It can be one word, or you can expound if you want to. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, minutes on the clock. Here we go. We're on the Fast Dash. I'll go ahead and start. Gretzky or Yager?
Gretzky all the way.
Oh, man.
Walking or skating?
Skating.
Best hockey game ever?
Ooh, Miracle on Ice.
Ditto?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Checking boys or girls?
Boys.
Yeah, never a girl.
Slap shot or a cross check?
Ooh, it depends on the
Slap
attitude
shot.
right there.
Slap shot right here. We got the glory one sitting right next to me. Slap
Well,
shot.
I don't want to
That's
get
right.
kicked out.
So, checking or scoring?
Scoring,
Scoring.
definitely, 100%.
There we go.
Bubble gum or sunflower seeds?
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Obama or Trump?
Oh,
Obama.
well, I like America, and he's trying to make it great, so Trump.
Pizza or hot dogs?
Oh, pizza all the way.
Pizza. Are you guys related? Man, our questions insane. Okay.
Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Pepsi is the best.
All right, let me see if I can shirt you up
addict.
here. Ski or snowboard?
Ooh, snowboard for sure. That's
I'd have to go skiing because I don't know how to snowboard.
Olympic
got something
champion or national champion?
one more time.
Olympic hockey champion or national champion?
I'm gonna
NHL.
go national.
Probably Stanley Cup, honestly.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. There we go.
You know what's cool about
You
Stanley
heard it
Cup?
here.
You're going to take it home. You guys get to take this home. Thanks for joining us on the Sports Spin, presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Health and healing, every person, every time. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you next week.